Hey, it's Double B MTG back with another Esper Reanimator League. I've definitely changed around the deck a lot, tuned it a fair bit. I took Counterspell completely out. It just didn't feel good in any of the games, and we didn't even play against aggro really in that league. And it's probably pretty bad against aggro. I took out Azorius Chancery. It felt pretty easy to get to 4 mana. That's the only reason I really had it in there. I also took out Bojugabog because I took out Counterspell, and I don't plan on counterspelling creatures, obviously, in the main deck. I don't have really any way to get creatures in their graveyard, so I don't really need that. In the place, I put in another Ash Barrens. Ash Barrens felt really good with Brainstorm, and I put in another Island. One of the main problems in that league was getting Ulamog's Crusher in the graveyard. Sometimes that was a real sticking point. And I've never done it before in any of my other lists, because in these lists, the real problem was getting Exhume, right? That was the real sticking point. That's not the problem with the Esper list, because you've got 8 reanimation spells. The problem is getting your creature in the graveyard. So I threw in a Hand of Emrakul. It's much worse than Crusher, but I think that having one of it is going to increase my consistency a lot. I also moved 2 Unexpected Fangs to the main deck over Counterspell. I think that this card is going to help a lot, especially in aggro matchups. It felt even better against like Affinity than Counterspell was. I put in another 2 Preordain for a little bit more consistency, and Hapless Researcher is a pretty bad card, much worse than Careful Steady, but it's still pretty necessary. I don't like it that much, but I'm going to play 3 of it, take 1 of it out, just because it's a 1 mana looting effect. Now onto the sideboard, I put in 2 Fragmentize. I got absolutely destroyed by Tormod's Crypt, and there's Nile Spellbomb, Tormod's Crypt, Relic of Progenitus. Those are all running around. So is Oblivion Stone, Journey to Nowhere, all of the Affinity indestructible lands. You can't kill with it, but the destructible ones you can. I also put 2 Lifelink in. I'm not sure which one I want in the main deck, but I do want 4 lifelink effects. I think that's going to be really good if I run into Burn or Stompy or any aggro deck. I also put in 2 Duress to give me a little bit more game against counterspell decks. And this is the list. It's a little bit more tuned. I still have work to do on the sideboard, and maybe a little bit more on the main deck, but this is much, much more refined than the first list. I will see you in the first match of the league. Alright, we're going to be on the play for the first match of the league. This is sadly not a keepable hand. I mean, it's close. If I get a Careful Steady, I basically just win. But it's kind of slow. Yeah, I'm just going to take a mulligan on this one. This hand is better. Yeah, I can toss back this Hand of Emrakul. I have a better reanimation spell in the early, and this should hopefully get me a Careful Steady, or maybe a Brainstorm into an Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. Play Thriving Isle, naming black. Pass the turn. Okay, Tranquil Cove. I wonder if this is going to be blue-white Evoke. I'm just going to go ahead and ponder off of this land, because the black source doesn't matter right now. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. The question is, should I hold it? Finally, not. I feel that. I definitely feel that. I think I'm gonna hold on to this Careful Steady. I'm gonna stack it like 1, 2, 3. Draw the Careful Steady. Play an island. Pass the turn. I'm going to plan on Careful Steadying next turn. Ulamog's Crusher, Dragon's Breath in the graveyard, and Exhuming. Hopefully he does not hold up Counterspell here. Nice. This game should be a win. If he has a Journey to Nowhere, that's the only real way. If he goes untapped land, Journey to Nowhere, he's got a chance. So I might as well. I at least know that I have this Otherworldly Gaze that I want into the graveyard, and the Ash Barrens can go to the graveyard as well. Yep. And top this island. Careful Study. So much better than the Researcher. Dragon's Breath, Crusher into the graveyard. Play an island. Exhume. Yep, no untapped land Journey. There we go. Bring this in for this, and go to game number 2. This is a keepable hand. Got some cantrips, got a Crusher. Okay, Dispel. Ponder. Nope, I'm gonna shuffle these away. And pass the turn. Okay, Dragon's Breath. If I can get an Ash Barrens or an Otherworldly Gaze, this would be pretty nice. Preordain. This Dispel is going to hopefully hit a counterspell, maybe an Ephemerate if I have to. Chancery, sure. Careful Study, okay. I'll Ponder. Very good. Very, very good. I'm going to... Because I can Careful Study these into the graveyard. I'll probably just go ahead and do that this turn. I don't know how much graveyard hate. Actually, I do know that they play the one guy that exiles a card from a graveyard. So I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna sandbag Careful Study for a little while. I think I'm just gonna go like this. Otherworldly Gaze on the bottom of the pile, island, and then Late to Dinner. And I will keep it. Play an island, pass the turn. Should I hold on to Brainstorm? Or should I just play it? That's the question. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna slow roll this game really hard. Play out an island. Pass the turn. Ponder. Yep, that's okay. If he taps out, he's going to find out just how good Otherworldly Gaze is. Brainstorm, Otherworldly Gaze, Crusher, and Dragon's Breath to the graveyard. Okay, he does not. Yeah, he's just keeping Counterspell open. Smart. Definitely smart. I'm just going to take another draw step. Yeah. Play this very, very slow. He doesn't really have a lot of instant speed stuff, I don't think. Maybe he's playing Familiars, but I don't think so. He showed us Angelic Renewal last game, so I'm pretty sure that he's just got counter spells. Let's see. Is he going to go for something? Nope. So I'm going to brainstorm Otherworldly Gaze. Love being able to do this at instant speed. Put Dragon's Breath Crusher back on top. And it's really good that I drew these lands, because then I can late to dinner with a Dispel up. Graveyard, graveyard, graveyard. Then I'm going to Otherworldly Gaze again, because I got two of them in the graveyard. Might as well. Don't need another Careful Study. Don't need another land. The Ponder is okay. Yeah, I'll take a Ponder. That's fine. Because I'm probably going to be able to resolve this late to dinner with a Dispel. But I might need to get another reanimation spell if he journeys to if he plays Journey to Nowhere. Okay, Soul Migration in the graveyard. That's cool. He's probably planning on playing his own late to dinner on it. Nope, cancel that. Need my island out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Late to dinner. See that counterspell and get the Dispel. GG. Yeah, good game. Oh, I love this deck. This is really, really fun. Well, I'll see you in match number 2. Is a keepable hand, I think. I've got Crusher, 2 cantrips, and some lands. It's a little bit slow, but not too bad. Alright, is this Affinity or some kind of a mid-range deck? Thriving Isle, naming black, pass the turn. Yeah, it's definitely Affinity. Terrarion, Chromatic Star, and passes the turn probably, unless he has a Frogmite. Okay. Careful Study, sure. I'm going to go ahead and Ponder. I don't really want any of these. Any order shuffle. I'll play Thriving Isle on white, and then I'll pass the turn. Citadel. Wellspring. And back to my turn. At least he doesn't have an ATOG out already. Unexpected Fangs, okay. I'm going to jam a Careful Study. Ulamog's Crusher, Otherworldly Gaze into graveyard. This is kind of difficult here. I think I'll probably just be gazing on their end step, trying to hit possibly an Exhume. This is not shaped up super well, but if I can get an Exhume, even a late to dinner might be enough. Depends on if they have ATOG. If they have ATOG, I don't think that there's winning. Okay. This Unexpected Fangs, if I can get the Crusher out, is going to be really, really helpful here. Let's see, does he have Deadly Dispute? Nope, just another Wellspring. Okay. It's going to hit me for 4. Cast a Frogmite. Graveyard, graveyard, graveyard. Go to my upkeep. I am going to Otherworldly Gaze. Nice. Oh, okay. Exhume on top. Yeah, I was scared for a second there. I was scared for a second. The Crusher this turn. Because he'll just sack these Wellsprings and Terrarions, and that will hurt a lot. So I'm just going to Exhume, bring back Crusher without Dragon's Breath so that I can block an Enforcer. Then I will cast a Hapless Researcher and pass the turn. Okay, another Disciple. Wow. So many Disciples. And a Deadly Dispute. That sucks. Oh, yep, and I'm just dead. Affinity's a BS deck. I will keep this hand. Doesn't have a Crusher yet, but it does have a Fragmentize, Late to Dinner, and a bunch of cantrips. I'll start off by pondering. This is pretty reasonable. I think it's good enough to keep. I'll go ahead and do it like this. Pass the turn. If this Otherworldly Gaze or the other one on top of my library can hit a Crusher, then I'll be able to Exhume it out with an Ash Barrens. Play an Island. Pass the turn. And I can't Fragmentize that, of course. Indestructible lands. Indestructible lands. Okay. I'm going to Brainstorm. Nice. Really, really nice. Putting Crusher and Otherworldly Gaze on top of my library. Then I'm going to Otherworldly Gaze. So nice. And go to my turn. Land cycle for a swamp. Exhume, and this should be game. And even if he has a cast down or something, we have a Late to Dinner and a white source. I love this deck. Okay. Land. Disciple, sure. Draw a lifelink. Okay. I'll just swing out first off. See what he sacrifices. This is one of the annoying things about Affinity, is that they can sack all these artifacts to draw him a card. One of the many, many annoying things about Affinity. I'll just go ahead and Careful Study. Discard a lifelink and an Ash Barrens. Play out Thriving Isle on white. Pass the turn, plan on Otherworldly Gazing on their end step. I'm not going to F6 because I'm playing a blue deck and I can represent Counterspell. Okay, I can Fragmentize that next turn. Galv Blast, Galv Blast? Yep, that's fine. Just late to dinner, kill him. Love having 8 reanimation spells. I don't need to do anything. I'm not going to show him anything off of Otherworldly Gaze. I'm just going to late to dinner and lock up the game. I will keep it the same and go to game number 3. Here we are in game number 3. This is, it's really close, but I think it's a mulligan. I don't have any colored sources. I don't have any cantrips. It would be really, really good if I had like a Careful Steady and a black source. This might be even worse. Mulligan. Okay, this is a little bit better. I can keep this. Toss back late to dinner and a Hapless Researcher. Maybe. Yeah, I'll toss back Hapless Researcher. Definitely rough. This deck is pretty consistent because of the blue cards. Sometimes you draw a lot of islands. Island, play a Ponder. Plains, nope. Need a black source. Another Ponder is fine. Ichor Wellspring, sure. Ponder. Yep, I will definitely keep this. Brainstorm, Ash Barrens, Thriving Isle, shuffled, no. Black, pass the turn. Now if I can just get Crusher, I can Exhume it out. And I should be able to, at least by turn 4, hopefully he doesn't have a super fast start. He's had 2 tapped lands. Deadly Dispute is really good, but maybe he'll not have, some crazy stuff. Okay, he'll take the Exhume probably, but I do have a bunch of cantrips. Probably will be able to get to another reanimation spell. Play Island, pass the turn. I think I'm going to Brainstorm Ash Barrens, and I've got a Brainstorm on top of my library that I can use with this Otherworldly Gaze. Should be able to dig really, really hard towards a reanimation spell and a Crusher. If I get a little bit lucky, I might be able to get this Affinity opponent before he goes too crazy. Okay, he's just passing. Interesting. Definitely don't really want this island, and I don't know if I don't think I really need this Careful Steady either. I've got Brainstorm, I've got Otherworldly Gazes. I don't really want it. So I'm just going to cycle, get a Plains in case I want a late to dinner. Otherworldly Gaze, super good. Ulamog's Crusher, Dragon's Breath, Hapless Researcher to the graveyard. Draw for turn. Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. I am going to Otherworldly Gaze. Graveyard, graveyard, graveyard. I'm gonna brainstorm. I would really like to hit an Exhume. Not hitting an Exhume. Okay. I'll put Plains Island back. Do I want to do that? No, it's close. It's really, really close. I don't super need this Careful Steady. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Otherworldly Gazes. Yeah, I'll just toss back the Careful Steady and the Plains. Then I'm gonna play an Island, pass the turn, probably Ash Barrens for that Plains again, and then use this Otherworldly Gaze on his turn. He might be holding up a cast down. That would be a little bit rough. Wow. I hope that he doesn't have Atog Fling stuff, because that's really aggressive. Maybe he's holding up 2 Galv Blasts for my Crusher. Atog, sure. Frogmite, okay. He's passing the turn. Well, I've got to do something, and I've got to do it now. Okay. I'll just graveyard both of these, keep Exhume on top, and go to my turn. Exhume. Bring out Crusher. I'm going to give it haste because I think I just need to. If he has a cast down, I think that I lose. Oh, super rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't have me dead on the spot, but I'm probably dead. We will see. Affinity needs this little shit band so badly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, GG. Yep, mulligan to 5, could not close it out. It was a close one. See you in match number 3. Here we are in match number 3. He's going to be on the play. He gives me a good luck, have fun. I'll give him you too. This hand is not super great, but I've got a cantrip, I've got a reanimation spell, Dragon's Breath, Fangs. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. If I get a little bit lucky, I should be able to get what I need. This looks to be Orzhov Pestilence. I don't know how this matchup goes, but I do know that if he divests, he'll hit the Crusher, which would be really funny. I'll go ahead and preordain. Exhume, Thriving Isle. I really just need a Careful Steady. And I don't need this land. Definitely don't need that land. I might top Exhume. Maybe because I think that they played Duress and Thoughtseize effects in that deck. Yeah, I'll go ahead and top the Exhume. This is a very slow matchup, very grindy matchup, and I'm happy to have 2 of these. Okay, Night's Whisper. Ugh, such a bad card. I'm going to land cycle into an island. Then I'm going to play the island and pass the turn. Maybe I should have gotten a swamp there. I don't know. I think it's fine. Duress. Yep. Sucks that it isn't a divest. That would be super nice. Duress is obviously much better against the Reanimator deck. Let's see, what's he going to take? Probably Late to Dinner or Exhume. Exhume's probably just the better one because it's cheaper. Yep, takes Exhume. I'm going to keep this Ash Barrens in case I draw a Brainstorm. Sure, Thriving Isle on white. Pass the turn. Plays a tapped land and passes the turn. Another Exhume. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to hold on to this Ash Barrens, and if I don't draw an Enabler, I'm going to discard to hand size. Bonder's Ornament. Okay. Yep, just going to discard to hand size. Get Crusher in my graveyard. I'll probably discard Dragon's Breath to hand size as well. It's very important to force them to only have Cast Down. Cast Down is the only thing that works at instant speed, I think, in their deck. I'm just going to go ahead and cycle the Ash Barrens for a Swamp now. I might as well. Discard Dragon's Breath to hand size. Pass the turn. I really hope he doesn't have a bog. What's he gonna play? Protector? Okay. Basilica, sure. Is he just gonna Bonder's Ornament? Nope, just our Guardian. I always forget the card's name. It's just protection from whatever, so it's Protector to me. Okay, then I'm gonna Late to Dinner. Start doing some shenanigans. I don't know how good this matchup is for me, but I'm pretty happy with how this particular game has gone. I've never had to discard to hand size before, but it's apparently a thing that you can do. Discard to hand size strategically. I've seen people do it in Legacy, but Legacy has just straight up reanimation and animate dead and stuff. This is fun. And the best part is that he cannot block this with his Guardian of the Guild pack, because this is colorless, not monocolored. That fact alone might make this matchup in my favor. Chainer's Edict? Yep. I'm just going to Late to Dinner again. Force him to have a Cast Down. Yep, he's got it. Pass the turn. I do have 2 Exhumes in hand, which is pretty nice. Sadly, I do not have a second black source, which is a little bit rough. But as long as he doesn't have his second Cast Down, I should be fine. Should be able to pop him off of his mana enough to keep him from Chainer's Edicting. Exhume. Please, no. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks. I'm going to cast Hapless Researcher. And I will pass the turn. Double Cast Down. Yep, that's hard to beat. Definitely hard to beat. Plays a Basilica. I'm going to Otherworldly Gaze on his instep. Pretty much just trying to hit more reanimation spells. I'm going to throw away this Brainstorm, this Careful Study, and just keep the Late to Dinner. I'll Late to Dinner. And I like holding up this Hapless Researcher because it makes it a little bit harder for him to Chainer's Edict. Please, not the third cast down. 3 cast downs in the top 18. Seriously. Okay. Okay. There's not much else in this Orzhov deck that interacts with us other than cast down. Like Pestilence doesn't do anything, Guardian doesn't do anything. Just like Chainer's Edict only works at sorcery speed, and if you have a researcher out, it doesn't work. And now he draws a Duress. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. Boy. This Pestilence player has gotten outrageously lucky. What's he gonna do? Play a Pestilence, sure. I'm gonna sack Researcher. Brainstorm, okay. Discard Hand of Emrakul. Brainstorm. Put Researcher and Thriving Isle on top. Preordain them both to the bottom. Another Brainstorm. Island. Brainstorm. Put Dragon's Breath and Island on top. Plan on otherworldly gazing them to the graveyard on his end step. Wow, 3 cast downs. Castigate, Duress. Sure, that does not matter. Yeah, it wouldn't be unreasonable for him to only have 1 cast down. Or 2 cast downs would have been fine. That would have been okay. That would have been fine. But 3. Okay. Otherworldly Gaze. Graveyard, and I'll top the Ponder. Nope. Brainstorm. Yeah, I'll Brainstorm. Put the 2 lands on top. Cycle Ash Barrens. Get an island. Careful Study. Okay, got an Exhume. Bring back Ulamog's Crusher. Still not in a great spot because he has a Chainer's Edict, and I swear if he has his 4th cast down, I'm going to be so pissed. Okay. He takes 8. Another Chainer's Edict, sure. And that's the game. Bringing this for this, and let's go to game number 2. I'll be on the play. This is really not the hand that I want. Yeah, this is much better. Keep. I'll toss back a... I'll actually toss back a Dragon's Breath. Thriving Isle on black, pass the turn. Island, ponder. Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the heck are you doing with that? I'll shuffle this. Actually, I have an Ash Barrens here with a Brainstorm. That's not too bad. Yeah, I'll go ahead and keep this, actually. Do it like this. Then I will duress. Take a peek at what's in that hand. So I've actually got the Dispel for the cast down on top of my library. I might want to take this Night's Whisper. I'm not quite sure. It's pretty close. Yeah, I think I'll just take the Night's Whisper because I've got the Dispel for that cast down. Don't want him to be drawing into discard spells. Don't want him to be drawing into Majuka Bog. Don't want him to be drawing into more removal spells. Okay, he's gonna Basilica. Draw the Dispel. And I think that I'm just going to pass the turn here. If he has a discard spell, I might want to Brainstorm to protect my hand. And I can also Brainstorm Otherworldly Gaze, this Crusher, to my graveyard. Duress. Yep, I'm going to protect my hand. Yeah, I'll put Dispel and Ponder on top, force him to... Yep, just force him to take the Otherworldly Gaze. Draw a card, ponder. I'll ponder probably topping this. Whatever I get, yeah. I think I just have to top it. Ash Barrens. Yeah, I'll go like this. Then Thriving Isle, naming white, pass the turn. I need that Dispel for the cast down. It sucks that he's going to be able to Thorn this turn. It's one of the best cards. Oh, wow. Okay, so he's just gonna Bonder's Ornament with Cast Down. Okay, sure. I definitely would have played Thorn there, because it's Death Touch, so it can block Crusher. Draw a card. Ponder. This is close. I think that I'm going to do it like this. Shuffle, no. Play an island. Probably Ash Barrens, those cards away, and then Otherworldly Gaze, hopefully hitting a Crusher or a Careful Steady. But there was a Dragon's Rage on top, so I'll probably actually just Otherworldly Gaze. Yeah, I'll probably just Otherworldly Gaze. Okay, Basilica. Pristine Talisman. He's just not playing that Thorn. Really relying on the cast down right now. Oh, it's super close. Yeah, I'll just Otherworldly Gaze. Nice. Graveyard, graveyard, graveyard. I'll get a... Actually, I'll get a Plains here, because I have Benevolent Bodyguards. Yep, get a Plains. Exhume. Dispel. Hit you for 8, sacrifice 2 of those permanents. Then I can Otherworldly Gaze again. He has to remove this. Hopefully this will hit another Reanimation spell. Chainer's Edict. Okay. Finally plays his Thorn. Okay. Oh, that's all really good. That's all super good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all of these. I'm gonna do the late to dinner. Actually, no, I'm gonna do the Exhume first so that I don't bring back the Thorn. So I'm going to Bodyguard, late to dinner, Exhume. Draw. Exhume. Bring back Crusher. Swing for 8. Yeah, this is one of the matchups where it's so important to have Annihilator too. It's always important, but there are like aggro matchups. It's okay to have like the life-linking Annihilator one that'll still be functional. I just really hope that he does not have another cast down. If he doesn't, I think that I win. If he does, I think I lose. I think I lose real hard. Oh, it comes down to this. And I've got to play the Reanimation spell. There's just no two ways about it. I'm not getting any closer to winning this game with his having the Monarch. This lucky little shit. Lucky little shit. Lucky little shit. I'm not staying in this. I'll see you in game number 4. Alright guys, here we are in match number 4. I'm on the play, and this is a great hand. Not the best Eldrazi, but it will work in most matchups. Thriving Isle on black, pass the turn. This should be a... Ooh. Okay. Probably fairies. Which means that I definitely want to slow roll this a little bit. I'll bottom both of these looking for an island. Crusher, well that's a little bit better, but I definitely want an island. If I can get an island, I can jam this this Crusher with Careful Study Exhume next turn, and I should be able to win pretty easily. Electrickery. Is this not fairies? This doesn't look like fairies. Careful Study. Come on, give me an untapped land. Yes! Discard both of the Eldrazi. Definitely sucks that I do not have a black source, but I'm going to Otherworldly Gaze on his end step and then reanimate the next turn. He's playing it slow. Probably has a counter spell. Dragon's Breath into the graveyard. Otherworldly Gaze into the graveyard. Thriving Isle on top. Yeah, I'm just gonna play a good old-fashioned game of who has more stuff. Hopefully it'll be me. Do you have the counter spell? Yep. Thriving Isle on black. Pass the turn. And I'm going to say, do you have a counterspell? And then, do you have a counterspell? And then, hopefully, do you have a counterspell? And if he has 4 counterspells, like the guy last game, having all of those cast downs, there was no winning. Scry's 2 to the top. Okay, so he's tapped out of counterspell mana. I wonder if he has some other random counterspell. Okay, another Augur, sure. Preordain. Okay. Hit me for 1, that's fine. Otherworldly Gaze. Graveyard, graveyard, graveyard. Play an island. Reanimate a Crusher. Haha! Nice. Nice. Bring this in for this, and let's go to game number 2. This is a good hand. I will keep it. Leads on island and passes the turn. Sweet. Thriving Isle, swamp, pass the turn. Ash Barrens. Gets a mountain. Plays an Augur of Bolas. Opponent definitely likes that card. Gets a counterspell. Okay. Yeah, play an island, Careful Study. Dragon's Breath Crusher into the graveyard. Duress ya. Okay. I think that I just win. Yeah. Counterspell to the graveyard. Pass the turn. Oh, this feels good. After that grind of the last game, it feels good to just turn 3-'em. Turn 3-'em with a Duress. Yeah, you can ninja all you want. I'm jamming a giant Eldrazi. You can draw 2 cards, I'll make you sack 2 permanents. I do not care. Exhume. GG. Let's see ya in match number 5. Here we are in match number 5. Hopefully we can close this out with a 3-2. This is a pretty good hand. I'll keep it. Fairy Seer. Okay, another blue deck. Okay, bottom. Sure, Ulamog's Crusher is pretty good. Question is how do I want to play this? Because I can't turn 2. Basically with this deck, you're not trying to turn 2. I can't turn 2 unless I top deck a swamp. I don't really want to reveal what I'm doing, so I'm just going to pass turn, probably cycle Ash Barrens for a swamp. If I can turn 3 this Ulamog's Crusher and they're not playing black, this should be good. Okay. Does he have a ninja? No. That's pretty sweet. Does have an augur. Sure. That is a sign of it being red, I believe. I don't know these fairies lists super well, but I've seen a little bit of people playing it. Nice. Missed off of it. I think that the red ones mostly play augur. Yeah, I'm just going to graveyard the Dragon's Breath, and then I will top these two. Yeah. On black, play the Hapless Researcher, pass the turn. Turn 3 Reanimation Spell into turn 4 Reanimation Spell with Dragon's Breath Crusher. We'll get there. Another blue. Okay, maybe he's playing mono blue, but I do know that the red versions don't play that many lands. Red sources, at least. I think just block sack is probably the play. Maybe? No. I'm just going to chill on this Researcher right now. I don't want to reveal that I have it. Another augur. That's really ballsy. Preordain? Sure. Lowering the shields right here is kind of crazy on their part. Yep, I'll just draw a card. Hapless Researcher. Discard Crusher. Island. Exhume. Maybe they didn't know what I'm doing. Maybe. I know that this deck is not played very much in Pauper, so maybe they just weren't sure what discard Dragon's Breath meant exactly. Bring this in for this, and let's go on to game number 2. I think that this hand is good. I have the Ponder to get my second land drop, and this is my colored source. I'll keep it. It'll be rough if they hit my Ponder with a Spellstutter Sprite. Okay, definitely playing red. Yes, that's what I thought. Again, a much better matchup than the black version of Fairies. Pass the turn. Preordain. One bottom, one top. Plays an island and passes the turn. I'll ponder. Looking for lands and Crusher. Well, this is enough of those things to be pretty good. I don't really need lands if I'm gonna exhume twice, so I'll just choose white source and I'll pass the turn. This deck is so stupid. This deck's so dumb. I can't wait to make it even better. Two bottom, okay. If he just passes, the question is there a Spell Stutter Sprite? And do I play into it? The answer is, I don't know if there's one. Do I play into it? Yes. Because I've got two Careful Studies, so it's not a big deal. If they Spell Stutter Sprite this, it happens. If they don't, I'm in a really good spot. Sure. Dragon's Breath, Crusher to the graveyard. Swamp, Duress. Clear the way for these exhumes. Wow. That's something. Double Counterspell Curfew. Curfew's really good against Crusher. Yeah. Well, I'm actually, because I can play out the Hapless Researcher this turn, which turns off Curfew. So I'm going to take this Lose Focus. I'm going to jam the Hapless... Am I going to jam it now? Yeah, I'm just going to jam this Hapless Researcher. He has to Lose Focus it if he wants this Curfew to be live. That's really good. This is one of those upsides of playing a 1-mana 1/1. And one of the few reasons that I actually have kept this in the deck whatsoever is because it's good against Chainer's Edict and, by proxy, Curfew. And if you don't know what Curfew does, it just says each player returns a creature they control to its owner's hand. It's mostly played against Bogles and like Mono White Heroic because they make really big creatures that Lightning Bolt does not kill. So I suppose it's good against Crusher as well. 2 on the bottom, sure. So it's got Curfew and Lose Focus. If I can draw an untapped land here, it'd be so nice. Can't do it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna... No. Just gonna go ahead and Careful Study. Discarding 2 Crushers. I got my untapped land. Gonna play an island, pass the turn, planning on just going ahead and Otherworldly Gazing. As long as he doesn't have any graveyard hate here, and doesn't look like he does, I should be fine. Question is he going to Ninja? If he doesn't, it definitely means he has a counterspell. It looks like he's going to do it. Okay, ninjas. Hits me. Replays the Fairy Seer. Wow. Really going pretty shields down here. I'm just going to Otherworldly Gaze for Duress, Dispel, and more Reanimation. hopefully maybe a Dragon's Breath. Definitely not 3 lands. Definitely not 3 lands. Otherworldly Gaze again. Okay, Dragon's Breath to graveyard, Island to graveyard, late to dinner on top. I love Otherworldly Gaze. I'm so glad that I put it in this deck. It's infinitely better than Stinkweed Imp. You have no idea how much better it is than Stinkweed. Spell Stutter, sure. I'm just gonna do it again. Ulamog's Crusher. Put 1 Dragon's Breath on it, not the other one. And there's the 3-2. Super sweet. As you guys saw, this deck has legs. Seriously, it has legs. And I'm really glad that I'm really glad that I got a 3-2 there. That 1-4 ate some of my play points, and I've been spending a lot of ticks on random Pauper decks. I bought Grixis Familiars. Wow, this deck is... I can't... There's the one guy who plays it. It's like impossible to pilot. I have no idea how you don't time out every single match. But, Esper Reanimator. It's a deck. It's a real deck. Believe it. I think that it has a way to go before I have it in its final form, but it is real. As you guys saw, only 2 losses to Affinity and Orzhov Pestilence. The Pestilence player got outrageously good draws against this deck, and Affinity did Affinity things. It was still close in that Affinity match, though, and it was a 1-2. And if I gotten a little bit better hands, didn't have to mulligan to 5, I think I could have gotten there. But this deck seems super strong, what it's doing. Just 8 reanimation spells, a bunch of Eldrazi, Dragon's Breath. I'm not sure about this slot. I like Unexpected Fangs, but it's really there for aggro decks. Maybe it should be in the sideboard. Maybe I should just be playing more cantrips. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. I'll definitely be playing more of this deck. Probably play a little bit of Thorax, maybe some Mono Blue Delver, maybe some Elves. As you can see, I've got a fair number of decks here. Maybe some White Weenie. But I'm definitely gonna be coming back to this deck, teching it some more, and I'll see you guys next time.